Hi there, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. I'm Byron, and it's time to enter the Matrix again. Okay. Maybe you have to do it? Yeah, okay. And we're in the Matrix again. Renraku, Kraftwerk 1. That's the deck that the janitor is using. Like at the last time, we will reduce the alarm state by 4. So, very nice. Move out. So, the question is, can we take cover somewhere? Doesn't really look like it. So if I would use a killer on you of 84. Okay, let's increase our aim a bit. Now we have 92. That's good. Boom. Missed me. So, how about another killer for you? And you're dead. So we have 78, which should be enough to knock you down a bit. Missed me. And another killer should do the trick. Exactly. Let's check the medical board 1. And we hacked the patient records. Silas Forsberg. Okay, 2020 to 2030. Pediatric record. 1 particle pediatrican entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology we're seeing, there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. Let's check 2030 to 2040. Missing data or corrupted. Contact your administrator for help. 2040 to present. The file is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of the patient, I'm assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. Oops, that does not bode well. So the guy that apparently is dead and inherited all his belongings to his shrink actually was quite attached to his shrink, and his shrink wanted to get rid of him. Maybe he killed his shrink and took his position. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going and find out where he works. Fine, we do that. Watch out, the black ice could fry our brains and kill us. That's white ice. That's black ice, so maybe we should take cover. So, what is the 94%? That's enough. Boom. Leave me. Exactly. So, more killer. Actually, the combat is very easy in the Matrix. I'm playing on normal. Maybe normal is too easy. I don't know. So, well, 79 is probably enough. Exactly, there goes the black ice. Another killer for you. I wonder, he has 3 action points. Oh, you missed. Caprice only has 2 action points. How does one get a 3rd action point? Henry Hollings Holmes, medical doctor. Dr. Holmes currently holds the position of chief psychiatrist and administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. Previous employers: 2045 till 2054, shrink in residence, Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish, Washington, UCAS, 2040 to 2045. Attending shrink, Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish, Washington, UCAS, and 2030 till 2040, private practice. So I guess it kind of works like that. The patient, well, the doctor worked in his practice until his patient killed him and assumed his identity, took over his identity, then he applied for a position at the Mercy Mental Hospital and then rose through the ranks. Bingo! Back to meat space again. Well, assuming I'm correct, but it kinda looks like that. That will explain how the blood came to be where it is. On that, you know, on the scene of the crime scene. And it makes sense with the whole inheritance thingy. Reality is at the end of day contextual, and as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. To disconnect from your deck, to find that the Union's safe house has risen. So, what now? You have 12 karma points, that's quite a lot. Let's talk to David Fry a second. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that his case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, Caprice? Maybe Silas faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. What was it that we saw in the autopsy report? He was killed by sedatives, but the coroner still thought he had ripped his own face off. Coroner really phoned it in on that one. Happens way too often when there's no next of kin willing to foot the bills for a thorough autopsy. I definitely don't think that the report told the whole story. They matched the identity by dead dental records, right? Not the most reliable. It matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street no one will miss, swap the teeth and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Luckily, I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go to those lengths? Did the police record of something linking him to a different crime? He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True, wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Exactly. Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his file matched the person you saw downtown. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being a killer, whoever he really is. I should go find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I side-loaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's a cut. You're not coming? I think my party is done. You might want to go sticking your hand into a hornet's nest, but I'm a little more wary of the jobs I take these days. Okay. So you're just selling metric stuff now. Okay, I don't need that. What does our orchestra say? Despite the hour, Buster is fastidiously put together in another wrinkle-free suit. He shows every indication that he's been up for hours, sunk to his elbows in a dozen crates, each containing objects of sinister matte black hidden beneath curls of straw-colored packing foam. The foam flies about as he inventories the shipment, clinging to every surface except for Buster's immaculate suit. Just in time, I've got a whole slew of new toys in from a supplier back east, factory fresh and still smelling of their mother's gun oil. Maybe there's something in this batch that you'd be interested in? How long have you been in the trade, Buster? Well, let's see here. I left Carefree on July the 8th, 2038 at 6:30 in the morning. It was a Thursday. From there I wandered a bit, plied my skills as a merc in half a dozen different wars, official or otherwise. Never did take to running the shadows like some of the boys I knew. Too subtle for my tastes, I suppose. Surely there was no shortage of full-scale engagements to be had, so I didn't want for work. I'd still be doing it today if I hadn't lost the arm. The replacement looks up to the task. What, this here? No, this is a more recent upgrade, thanks to Doc Castle over there. For a good while I was sporting something a good deal clunkier. I kept the old one in the back as a reminder. It was all so stupid. Oh well, bless me. Sorry about that. Some asses were lobbing smokers behind our lines, more to mess with us than anything. I decided to toss one back. I didn't just figure that the one I grab ain't a smoker. Shit, that's stupid. I got it off, but only just barely. Shredded my old arm, but good. Got plenty of other scars to remember the moment by as well, but the arm was the big one. So take a word of advice from an old soldier. Make sure you're never holding a grenade in one hand unless you just pull the pin with the other. So now I've given you a reason to doubt my professional competence. How about we talk turkey? What can I get you? What do you have? So apparently he upgraded his equipment. But with quickness of 2 I can't really use any of that. I mean that would be nice, but it requires ranged combat of 2. This one requires ranged combat of 4. I don't really want to spend too much points in there. I mean the shotgun is just a fallback weapon and I didn't really have to use it much yet. So meh. There's a cockroach in my eggs. That's the protein boost. I'll have the pancakes. With the cockroaches? You need some new armor? Yeah, let's take a look. You upgraded your stuff as well. The Gengar mask. That reminds me of a movie. Wasn't there a movie with some sort of a freakish guy that wore a bunny mask? I didn't watch it, but it's actually quite famous. Armor 6 is nice, but I don't want to look like a bunny. That's kidding me. The Alley Mage outfit is nothing to sneeze at. Armor 4. Willpower +1 plus 5 additional hit points. First Nation armor is nice for shamans. They have nice stuff. I like the Urban Mystic outfit. Willpower and spellcasting +1. Okay, we probably had the rest already. Yeah, I want that. So we probably get to rearrange our spells too. What's that? Lightning Bolt 1 goes away. That goes away. Acid Stream goes away. Flamethrower goes away. All away. I will keep Dispel magic into heal wounds because it doesn't have a 1 on it, so I guess you don't get to upgrade that. Where's my Dispel magic kit? Okay, you probably have new spells as well, right? Algernon looks the same as always, so much so that one may wonder if he ever takes time to eat or sleep. Perhaps his presence on this plane of existence is insubstantial enough that he isn't subject to such base needs, or perhaps he just does these things when no one is looking. Probably the latter. Even elves need to eat. And I need to drink. Dark clouds surround you, my friend, but perhaps there is something I could provide that would help with whatever weighs so heavily upon you. What's new in the world of magic, Algernon? The spirits are stirring. Something has upset the natural order. There's something new, different. I have seen some sick drag lately. Might be what you mean. Algernon takes a hard look at you, for what may be the first time. But this is the hard look of a magician, whose eyes pierce the veil of reality and burrow through a man's soul. Or woman's in that case. I can see you have met with disturbing visions. But there's something else out there, something not born of life as other spirits are. Shaking his head, Algernon opens his clasped hands to you as if begging forgiveness. Too often this world leaves us confounded. Sorry. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my idle musings. Please, can I be of service to you today? Sure, what do you have? Alrighty, we have a Powerball plus... No, wait, what? Oh yeah, a Powerball 2. I want that. Thank you. We have an Acid Stream 2. We have a Ball Lightning, which is nice, but then again... 3 AP? How the fuck am I supposed to use that? I need a haste before I can actually cast that. That's bullshit. So we still have the Mana Ball plus the version 2, which is an AoE. I guess I'll take that then. Or we could take the Fireball. It has 15 instead of 10. But I'm afraid if I encounter hellhounds or something like that, there may be monsters that are immune to that shit. Let's take a lightning bolt plus 2. And a flamethrower plus 2. See, heal apparently still is only on level 1. Confirm. So, well, that's nice. We have Dispel Magic, Heal Wounds, Acid Stream, Mana Ball, Lightning Bolt, and Flamethrower. That even has a cooldown of 1, it's amazing. So I guess we can film that. We could probably sell some things. Doesn't really make a difference whether I sell it to you or the other guy, right? So I decided, well, if I can't really switch out the spells during a mission, there's really no need to have them. I thought I had access to my stash during a mission, I don't have, so fuck this shit. Give me some money instead. That was a waste of money. Whatever. But if you take a look at Caprice now, she has 12 karma points, which is nice. She has a Powerball 2 as her weapon, and then Dispel Magic, Heal Wounds, Acid 3, Mana Ball 2, Lightning Ball 2, and Flamethrower 2. That's nice. Oh, we could have sold a few basic medkits, nobody's needing them anymore. I'm gonna buy advanced ones probably. I'm having the Dispel Magic because I'm afraid I might encounter somebody that is protected by magic. Normally in most RPG it's very good to have this, but I haven't used it once yet, but just as a precaution. So let's sell the basic medkits too. Hey, somebody left his arm there. Just one glance is all you need to tell that the good doctor is exhausted. Her crumpled scrubs are stained with a mix of blood and other fluids, too colorful to be naturally occurring in the human body. Her eyes are those of a person who has built up a substantial sleep debt and has no idea when or how to begin paying it off. I am not one to talk, but you look like Drake. Afraid there isn't much I can do for that. Doc Castle snaps her fingers and calls forth the spirit normally seen perched on her shoulder. It appears from out of the ether, and the doctor immediately seems less fatigued than she was a moment before. Now, what can I do for you? Everything alright here, Doc? Here at the Union? Yes, fine, I'm just getting back myself. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteer at a medical center of the other side of Touristville, and I had a rough shift. What happened? What always happens. Some run or some deal or some meet went south. One thing led to another, etc., etc. I didn't hear all the details. All I know is what came in on the lips of the victims, healthy enough to still speak. Apparently one of the Baron gangs incurred the wrath of the local Seulpa rings, leading to a rolling shootout through the city streets. Several bystanders were injured. But the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant out on Union Hill Road. They awoke some sort of a toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle. And we were left to pick up the pieces, of course. But enough about my troubles. Let's hear about yours. Tell me what ails you. Okay. So we already have a Platinum Trauma Kit. So that's good. Let's buy 2 more advanced medical med kits. That should suffice. Never mind. So, we have 12 karma points. Is that right? That's so right. It's not even funny. Let's pump up spellcasting to 8. Still have 4 karma points. Not enough to increase binding to 6. Okay, nice. We still have 6,850 million. We can probably use that. Can't get up apparently. Still sleeping in here? No, you seem to be standing. Can't get up to the Union. So I guess we have to hire some Shadowrunners now. Hire runners that head to the Mercy Mental Hospital. I wish, well, the game really doesn't give you that much freedom. I wish it was possible to go up to the Union, talk to some guys, and visit other people in the world. You're really it's pretty much like a corridor shooter. And the FPS, you can only do what the programmers had in mind for you. And I like a certain amount of direction because it usually allows for a much better storytelling, but here freedom is really lacking. That's kind of sad. Let's talk to Mr. Delilah. If you're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. I need to hire a crew. Okay, so we have Caprice. Malik the Mogul. I wonder where Coyote is. But at least we have Shannon Half Sky. She doesn't cost anything. What does she have? She's still the Ares Predator or Predator. And the haste +2 mana board 1 slow 2. I mean that's okay if to slow down somebody that uses melee weapons, but haste 2 is nice. And of course she has some fetishes. She's got a good bit of pistol. Spellcasting. Oh, Conjuring 5, okay. No sub-aware, I hope, okay. Yeah, but no Coyote. I wonder where she's hiding. Did I do something wrong somewhere? Somewhere? I don't know. So, this time I will take a Decker with me, because if we're going into a hospital, chances are there will be high-tech there that we can access. What about you here? You have a pistol. No, that's weird. If you click on the face, you don't activate it. You have to click here. That's stupid. So you have an Ingram. Do you have armor? Why don't you have armor? Cortex. He's quite good with decking 4. Well, range combat of 3, SMG 1 isn't the best, but hey, okay. So I say we take him. And maybe a rigger. What do you have? Strato 9. And a Robo Dog. Medkit on wheels. Oh, not bad. But you only have an axe. That's stupid. What you gonna do with an axe? What do you have? A smoker and a Doberman. That's a C class. Shit. And you're expensive as fuck. 1.7. I mean, we could take the samurai again. No, he's really shitty at ranged. He's good with a shotgun, but needs to get close with it. So you only have those 2 riggers. What do you have rigger-wise? It's a weapon master. Oh, he's good with everything. Well, 2, okay. I kinda like him though. The all cost 1.8. I mean, if those riggers cost 1.7, so it's not much of an upgrade, not much more expensive if you pick one of those. Close combat sucks. Wait, he could do both, apparently. He's a dagger and then I wouldn't need you. Then I wouldn't need him. That's not the worst. He has one pistol and a stretcher B. Stacking is decent with 3. Drone control 4 and drone combat 3 is not bad either. Ranged combat, yeah, we take him. We don't need you then, goodbye. And instead we can take our friend the samurai. Where is he? There. Left side. That's fine. Let's go. Mercy Mental Hospital. The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you've tracked him to the Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-meta-human farmlands of Snohomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps to confront Sam Watts' killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. And we're good, I guess. She could have more spells, but since she doesn't have access to my stash, fuck that. I would have bought you a few spells, but no. And some armor, girl. Well, whatever. She doesn't cost anything, so I guess it's good. This will be fun. Confirm. Now what? Okay. We will investigate the Mercy Mental Hospital in the next video, so thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Bye.